God rules. What were God's rules? To God, have no other gods before me. Not make any graven image or idols. Not use his name in vain. Swear. Remember the Sabbath day. Keep it holy. The remainder of the 10 for us. Honor thy father and mother. Not kill, not commit adultery, not steal, not bear false witness, and not covet. God from Mount Sinai made an if and then proposition. If you obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, you will be a peculiar treasure unto me, above all people, for all the world is mine. And you will be a kingdom of priests and a holy nation, a people that will go around and share who God is, a kingdom of priests, and a nation that will reflect God's goodness. May your will be done. I took a look back over the history of Israel, and I noticed that David, the greatest king of Israel, had a son whose name was Solomon. It was during his reign he became the richest, was known as the wisest, but he was influenced greatly by his foreign wives. With them came their idols and their high places where they worshiped gods other than Yahweh. Even Solomon, with all his wisdom, became compliant to Satan's will near the end of his life. Why? With our minds, we are able to develop many things that will cloud the relationship between man and God. An example, the Darwinian theory of evolution is so absurd that those who believe it would have to be nutcakes. And yet, they have presented it in such a way that everybody else is stupid, don't know any better. We decided this, and of course those are the Pharisees again. Those are the people who knew better. I read the scriptures, I know all the scriptures, I wash my hands, I wear the clothes, I sit at the seats, I get all the benefits of being a priest, a Pharisee, a Sadducee in Jewish culture. I do all that so that I can get prestige. I can get all that one would really desire in life. Now, having said that, by doing that, you're diminishing that which gave you the authority and the power to begin with. The one who gave you the talents, the one who gave you the understanding of things, the one who gave us the abilities to think, the one that made us like God. Are we gods? Absolutely not. But we were made in his image. We keep trying to turn that around and make God in our image. If man reaches a high enough standard of accomplishment, he no longer feels that he needs God, and therefore excludes him. Recording in the Bible of the Tower of Babel was not the fact that they didn't have a structure that could be built high enough. They wanted to reach God on their own merits. When Jesus was in the temple teaching, the chief priests and scribes came to ask him some questions. They tried to trap him. And during this rhetoric or this conversation, Jesus told a parable. And it's called the parable of the tenants. A landowner who was going to a faraway country and rented out, or lent out, to a husbandman. That's a person who was going to take care of it and grow crops and use it for his benefit as well as the landowners. When it was time that the landowner was going to get his due, his taxes, or what do you want to call it, the husbandmen would not allow representatives to take anything back. They would beat them, they would harass them, they would kill some. And over a period of visitations by representatives of the landowner says, well, I'll send my son. They for sure will respect him. Their master's son came, and they says, if we kill him, we'll become the heirs of this land. This will become ours. Let's kill him. So they killed him. The question was, what should the landowner do? The consensus was that the husbandmen were evildoers and should be dealt with severely. Then they realized it was them that Jesus was talking about. The parables are meant to be stories, representative of something, to make a point. And this particular point is saying, well, the kingdom of heaven was lent out to a group of people to be kingdom of priests in a holy nation. And they rebelled to the point where they killed the messenger of the kingdom of heaven. Messenger? Jesus, the God-man. The question was, what should the landowner do? The landowner will hand it over to another nation that will bear forth fruit. I spent some time doing research, trying to find another country that was founded on Christian principles outside of the United States of America. I could find none. There are a number of countries that have acquired Christianity over the years, but their foundations were not based on it. If you obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Read the Declaration of Independence. If you read it, you'll find out that with your help and divine providence, we can. Well, of course, God came through. Greatest country in the world. The greatest country in the world. Anybody who says it isn't, didn't go to all the other countries to ask about us. The kingdom of America. They call it a kingdom. It wasn't a kingdom. There wasn't no king here. They shoved off the king because God was to be the king. In fact, in Israel, it was God that was supposed to be the king. God didn't want to have a king of the society. He wanted to be the king. But they rejected that and wanted Saul. They wanted a man to look up to as opposed to God to follow. Isn't that the beginning of it? Every time that Satan gets involved in this, it's no longer God. He spends